how to cut out your dress in calico or fabric and how to lay out your pattern pieces correctly. So I've started off by laying down my centre front piece and my centre back piece. I've laid them exactly along the centre front line. Okay. So my the fold of my fabric is literally lining up perfectly with the fold or the edge of my pattern piece here. Okay, so I placed a couple of pins along the front first, and then you smooth out from that as you pin down. So pinned here, smooth out, and do the same the whole way down, making sure to smooth out as you go. And then for the back, you have your straight of grain. Now ideally you don't move the fabric around like this. I'm only doing that so you can catch it on the camera. So this is your straight of grain. This has to line up exactly with the selvage edge. Okay, so the straight of grain here has to line up exactly with the selvage edge out to here. So that is 4 inches, and then up to the other end is 4 inches, and that way you know your pattern piece is lined up correctly with your selvage edge. Okay, so again I pinned along my grain line first, and then continue to work out from that as you pin down. So I'll pop another couple of pins here. Just make sure to smooth out as you go, and try not actually lift up the fabric too much. Yeah, I'm just going to roll this ever so slightly so that I can show you my sleeve. So this is a 2-piece sleeve. Okay, so again I'm going to use my grain line to line up with my selvage edge. To start off, 1 pin, measure out to your selvage edge. So that is measuring 22.5 centimeters. So then I move up along my center grain line here, and I make sure that it's exactly 22.5 centimeters as well, or whatever measurement it would happen to be, and then pin. And again, smoothing out all the time, making sure to try not move the fabric as you pin through. And then the last piece of sleeve, again make sure to measure up with your grain line. So that is 10 inches. Pin on your grain line, and then move down and make sure to move that to match up. Make sure you can see that. So this was over here, so I'm now making sure to move my pattern piece that measures exactly 10. And again, pin in place. So there's also a collar as part of this dress, but we only need one of, and it has to get cut on the bias. So when we've all of this cut out, we'll open out our fabric and I'll show you how to cut it on the bias. But that is your dress laid out.